All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. So just so you guys know, for the second week in a row, I can't hear you, and I have no idea why. If someone has any ideas, I'll have to Google this. Do you have your computer? No. I don't. I just checked that. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, for sure. It's really weird. I don't know what happened. But anyway, the main thing is that you can hear me and I'm wearing my mic and it's working. That's good. All right. What time is it? Good. It's 5:30. Oh, first I do the fun thing where I see who's here. Okay, Rob, Chris, Leanne, Chris, Susan, Brenda, Mary. Great. Some people said they're going to hop on later. I got a few emails from people. Excuse my big arm in front of there. Okay. Is there anything that you guys want? There's 8 of you. So put it in the chat. If there's any particular part of your body you want to work on, also something, if you want to work on something in Shavasana on more of mind body level. Going once, twice. Okay. All right. Just an announcement. You guys Zoom, and I don't know, Susan, you're in person as well. I don't think anyone else here is also in person. No. So I announced this in class on Tuesday. And that, okay, neck. Got it, Brenda. Let's do neck. The Tuesday class, someone in the Tuesday class said, because I'm going to be gone for 2 months, can I get a sub? And I can't get a sub because I don't, first of all, that's like way too long to get a sub. But I did ask Dale, my sub that people liked, if he would be willing to do a session through Golden Valley the weeks that I'm gone. So that's January, February, and I think the first week of March, and then I'm back. And he's into it. He wants to do it. So I talked to my boss and he's into it. So they're working on it as long as that room is open. And I think it is. I think it's going to be. He's going to be sending me information. I just asked him today, and I will email that to you. So basically what it's going to look like in December will be on that email in terms of options. And for those of you like Sue, if you want to do in-person plus my Zoom, because they're on the same day, because I'm switching to Tuesday Zoom when I'm in California, they're on the same day and the same time. You can always sign up and just ask for the recording each time. So you could do that recording on another day. So that's always an option. Okay, coming into seated pose. And Brenda, just so I don't forget, I'm going to start with some neck stuff right off the bat. All right. Gotta, let's see, all right, I got a big clock here. Make sure that it's running. This is my late mother's iPad that I have. I really should get a new one, and it is always asking me for sign in with her. I don't know what her Apple ID is. She's gone. So I can't ask her. Okay, so seated pose. Nice and easy. Begin to breathe with awareness. Okay, not just the kind of breath that you do all day long or during the evening, but a breath that's full of consciousness, a breath that you're aware of, a breath that moves through your body and you can feel it. With some really nice, deep, luxurious breaths here. Let's really use the breath to ground into yourself, into the mat, into the earth. So when you inhale, feel as if you're inhaling from your sitting bones, lifting that breath up to the crown of your head. And then when you exhale, drop that breath all the way down your body, from the crown of your head, all along the outer edges, the neck, the shoulders, the arms, and then back down into the sitting bones. And then begin to make those nice fine adjustments. Draw the belly back, press that energy down, feel the core ignite and stabilize you. All right, if you can close your eyes and just listen about this breath. I want you to notice the inhale at your nostrils, the filling of your belly, and then the filling of your chest. I'm going to give you a little cues for this. Ready for the first inhale? Nose, belly, chest, release. Nose, belly, chest, release. Nose, belly, chest, release. Right ear towards your right shoulder. Nice, nice, nice. Drop the left shoulder and the right. And then as the neck releases on that left side, let the ear drop just a little more toward the shoulder. And if you want to, you can just gently take your right hand to the side of your head. Try not to create too much tension in that right shoulder. You're going to need it to do this, but yeah, just soften into it. And if your eyes are closed, you're going to feel that release of the eyeballs as the neck muscles release, kind of a stirring and release behind your eyelids. Unlock your jaw. Mouth can be open. All right, straighten the head, release the hand if it's there. Take your right hand next to you in the mat, just gently press it into the mat or into your fingertips. Let the elbow have a little bend so the shoulder can release. Left arm reaches up. Bend the right elbow, reach over. We're just starting out here, so it's just nice and gentle, just really feeling the body more than anything. And then if you need to move that hand and slide it away from you, if you come down a little deeper, do so. And when you breathe here, breathe up and down the left side of your body. Straighten that right arm to pick yourself up. Both arms come up, take them together, intertwine the fingers, press palms up to the ceiling, draw your navel back. All right, right here, listen up. Nose, belly, chest. See how different it feels in that position? All right, hands come back down onto the inner thighs or the inner knees. Left ear drops to the left shoulder. You know, the neck muscles tend to hold tension. For most of us, they do. So it's a really soft coaxing in terms of releasing them. A lot of muscle memory, right? Holding them. So here we're just kind of releasing that old memory, bringing in new feelings. All right, if you close your eyes, you can feel that softness of the eyeballs. Dropping it a little more, taking the hand to the side of the head to give yourself a little more, only if you need it. If you pick up that arm and you do that and it's a takeaway for you, put the hand back down, do it without the hand. Fingertips or palm into the mat next to you. That's the left hand. Right, oops, straighten up. Sorry about that. Right arm comes up. Here we go. We're pressing to the side. Opening the right side body, feeling it as it opens. So it's not from A to B. There's like 100 little points in between that you feel. All right, now send the breath up and down your right side body. And also notice if your chest is beginning to turn toward the ground, toward your inner thigh. Press the chest forward. Straighten that left arm to straighten your spine. Both arms come out to the sides, palms facing forward. Now rotate the pinkies so they're forward and the palms to the ceiling. Now rotate the palms to the back and the pinkies forward. There's your triceps. Now rotate the other way, palms up, thumbs back, pinkies forward. And again, the other way, rotating those arm bones. Palms are facing back, squeeze the arms behind you, bring them slightly down so the shoulders can be down. Bend, the elbows, intertwine your fingers, press the knuckles behind you. There's a big chest opener right there, a heart opener. Chin is to the chest. Oh, I know what we can do. Ready? Ready for that 3-point breath? Okay, here we go with the inhale. Nose, belly, chest. Again, nose, belly, chest. How different it feels to breathe in different positions. And come forward slowly. Open up the back. Yeah, and come back up again. Nice. Okay, let's bring it to table pose. Okay. Coming into a table pose and pressing into those hands, widening the hands by spreading the fingers apart. Remember that middle finger is perpendicular to the top of your mat, making a nice T. All right, press into the outer edge of your palms, both palms, feel that. Suction cup the middle of your palms, draw that energy to the upper arms. Now press into every one of your fingers, both knuckles, okay? The main knuckle, and then the one underneath the fingernail. Press, press, press. That's it. Now lift your belly. Bend your elbows back slightly as you lift your hips. We're coming into cow pose. Feel your belly get nice and heavy. Drop those udders. Now press into the hands just to lift the chest a bit, right? We don't want to sink into this. We're just rounding the back. Now lift from the crown of your head as you press into those hands again. Okay? It's a cow pose. It's active from the inside. All right, round that tail to the ground, scoop it forward. We're moving into cat pose. Drop your head, arch your back, angry cat here, and drop your crown, lift your belly. All right, look back there between your legs. Pretend that you have a tail and it's curving toward you. Lift that tip of the tail up toward the belly button and lift your belly button to the ceiling to make more space. Notice how that opens your lower back. Back to cow pose. It's a smooth transition, dropping your belly, pressing into your hands, heart coming forward. And then cat pose. And then another cow pose. And back to table pose here. Take your left knee in just a bit, just off center.
not that much, just, okay, maybe 2 or 3 inches. Send your right leg back, flex your right leg back, flex your right heel, lift it toward the ceiling and lift your belly. Okay, now take that leg all the way over to your right side. Now take it back again. Bend your knee and take your knee behind your right elbow. Feel the opening in the right lower back. Now press that right leg back again with the flexed heel. Leg is really strong, everyone. It's long and it's strong. Take it to the right side. Now ready for this? Kick it forward. Kick the toes toward the front of your mat, but it's lifted just a little bit. Keep pressing into the hands. Don't collapse. This is not easy. Now send it back. Bend the knee, take it behind the right elbow, send it back again. Okay. Now swing that leg all the way over to the left side, as far over as you can get it, and drop the toes toward the ground. Leg is still straight, everyone. Now begin to push forward with your hands toward the front of your mat, but they're stuck, and slide your toes diagonally behind you to the left. You're coming down on your left hip. Okay, now listen, keep that right leg straight. Bend the elbows to drop into that left leg, and just breathe here. We're opening up the left hip, the left glutes. That right leg stays straight and strong. Feel your breath pressing into your thigh if you're that low. All right, lifting, sliding those toes forward, bring that leg up and behind you again. Bring the knee down a few inches from the other knee. Send the left leg back with a flexed heel. Press into those hands. Check it out. Make sure you're in alignment here. So make sure that your wrists are under your shoulders. All right, you may need to kind of recalibrate after what we just did. Lift that left heel some more and lift your belly. You're going to feel your glutes work. Now swing that leg over to the left. Hold it there. Swing it back again. Nice and strong. Press through that heel. Now bend the left knee and take it behind the left elbow, but you're not collapsing at all. You can still feel the table pose in this. Send the leg back again, make it long. Flex the heel, squeeze the butt cheek, left side. Take the leg to the side. Here's where we kick it forward toward the front of our mat, but we're lifting it. Take it back again. Bend the knee, take that knee behind the left elbow. Send the leg straight back again. All right, push down into the hands, lift the shoulders away from the wrists. Yeah, so you're not going to dump into the shoulders. Now, swing that leg over to the right, as far to the right as you can, then drop the toes to the ground. Your hands are glued into the sticky mat, but you're trying to push them toward the front of it. And at the same time, those toes are sliding diagonally behind you to the right, and you're coming down over that right hip. Keep the leg nice and straight and strong. Bend the elbows, drop into that right thigh. Deep breathing. Awareness to the right hip. Just feel how nice and open this is. Press your hands into your mat. Come forward again. Lift that leg. Take it behind you. Bring it down. Come back into your table pose. Oh my God. Glutes and hips feel really open now. Okay, right and left knees out to the sides of your mat, big toes touching. Press the hips toward the back of your mat. Don't come down quite yet. Nestle those hips into the heels, just back and forth. Release that lower back. Okay, walk your paws about one step forward. Okay, another step forward. So you're really reaching. Okay, now walk your hands to the right. Hips stay exactly where they are. Lateral bend right here. All right, off to the side. Here we go. Bend the elbows. Come on down. Add your breath. The movement that the breath gives the pose. Notice that. The openness in your groin and your hips here. All right, straighten the arms. Walk your paws back to center. Okay, there's center. Just stay there for a second, just to calibrate. Now to the left. Right side opens. Bend those elbows, drop down, beautiful opening. Oh, feel your right waist. Soften into this and breathe. And straighten the arms to lift the body. Take it back to center. Now the fun part, you slide forward with your hands as your chest drops, trying to keep, it's kind of easy to keep your back straight here. Trying to keep your back as straight as possible. And then just come on down as close as you can. If you can get down all the way forehead to the mat, if you can't, just hang out and breathe and relax the head. You know what? If you can't get your forehead to the mat, let your head drop forward just to get a nice feeling of release. And lifting, walking your hands back toward you. All right. Hands in front of you. Curl your toes. Come into squat pose. I'm staying sideways for a reason, by the way. Oh, forget it. I'll go straight and then I'll go to the side. Okay, squat pose. So drop your pelvis. Get your elbows into your inner thighs. Namaste Mudra for the hands. Now, lift your heart as much as you can. Now drop into the hips. Let the weight come back into your heels. Breathing here. Again, groin nice and open. So are the hips. Press into the feet. Okay, remember how you suction cupped your palms? Feel as if you're suction cupping your feet, getting energy from the arches of your feet and lifting up toward the ceiling. And coming back down again. All right, here we go. Now, adding the pelvic floor. Okay, so between your pubic bone and your anus, lift. Lift. Hold that. Hold it. Use it to come back up. And then bring it back down. Pelvic lift. Bring it up. All right. Feet facing forward. And heel toe, heel toe. Get your feet about hip distance apart. Bring your arms to the sides. Sit back in a chair. Bring your arms behind you. Palms are up. Reach forward with your heart. Swing your arms forward and lift. Okay, grab on like you're grabbing on
2 rings above you. Come down and up. It's a squat. Come down. Okay, you guys know how to squat. Squatting is seated pose. Down, up. Now, as you're squatting, notice those big, beautiful, strong muscles and the fronts and the backs of your thighs. They're doing a lot of work. Also notice that you can engage your core, draw your belly back, keep it pulled back as you drop down. And stay down here. All right, take your feet a little closer, give yourself a hug under your thighs, and drop your head to the fronts of your knees. Really release the neck here. Don't give yourself a tight hug. You want to really get nice and comfortable. You know what? Take your fingertips in front of your toes. Straighten your legs as much as you can. And just give yourself a nice forward fold here. Now listen, if you need to bend your knees, do so. Bend your right knee a lot. Lift your left sitting bone and lift your belly. Right fingertips to the center. Lift your left arm. Spin that palm behind you, the one that's up. Take that arm way back and over toward the right side of your mat. Bend your elbow, give yourself a bind. Press the top of your hand into your side body. Draw your elbow back. Oh, feel the back of the left leg. Release the bind. Switch sides. Left hand takes the place of the right. Left knee bends. Right leg is straight. Right arm lifts. Now listen, you can stop anywhere you want. I'm just leveling up here. If you don't want to put in that bind and that twist, don't. Those of you who want it, turn the palm back. Send the arm back. Bend the elbow, take the top of that hand. Now use that to twist. You're going to really feel that probably in the right hip too, possibly even in the right lower back a little bit. It's a really big release down the back of the right leg, no matter where you are in this. Right arm releases. Hand to hand into the mat in front of you. Both arms are straight. Bend the knees, sweep the arms back and forward for chair pose. Okay. Hands in Namaste Mudra, take it to the heart. Lift the heart to meet your thumbs. Soften your shoulders. Sit a little deeper. See if you get it out of the shoulders and the neck. All of a sudden you have more energy down below. Turn. Okay, get that elbow into the side and twist. Open the arms if you want to. Back to your mudra to center, lift. Swan dive forward. Forward fold here, drop your head. Little traction on the upper part of your spine, cervical spine, otherwise known as the neck. Let the skull bone get heavy. Yeah, relax the shoulders here. Monkey pose as you press into the shins, extend the spine and look forward. Keep the belly lifted as you drop back down into a fold. Now a chair, swing the arms back, bring them forward. Hands in Namaste Mudra to the chest. Lift the chest, pull the belly back, sit a little deeper, soften those shoulders, soften your neck and your jaw. Now spin it to the other side, lock it into the side of that thigh, twist and open. You don't have to open the arms, but if you want to. Back to your Namaste Mudra, take it to center, lift. Here's our flow, swan dive, fold. Enjoy the fold. Let's not rush through this. Monkey, pick up that navel just like you're picking up your heart.
And back down again. Okay. Down dog, everyone. Walk your hands forward. Walk your feet back. No hurry. Just find your dog. All right. Really feel it. Spread those fingers apart. Press into the outer edges of your palms. Suction cup. Lift that energy to the upper arms. Drop your heels. Always pressing back toward the legs with your chest. Oh, okay. Ready for this? Inhale. Nose, belly, chest. Look how different it feels in each position. Nose, belly, chest. That's the inhale. Okay. All right, left foot comes in off center, plant it there, press the heel back, open up the back of that leg, and then lift the right leg. Ah, there we go. There we go. Drop the left heel, press the chest back toward your left leg. Feels so good. Oh, why don't we work out that right glute? Why not? Just a little pulse up to the ceiling with the heel. Keep pressing the chest back, pressing back. You'll notice that there's a tendency to flow forward with the body, so you keep pressing it back. All right, open those hips to the right, lift the right ankle, and another pulsing, another really soft pulse. It's strong, but it also there's like a gentleness to it, right? Lifting that ankle some more, bending the knee, opening up, lifting the knee, circle the foot. Reverse. Straightening that leg, turning those hips so they're facing center. Look toward the front. Right foot comes forward between your hands. Set up your lunge pose, everyone. So shimmy those left toes back, dig into that right foot, right knee is over your right ankle. Okay, look back at the left toes, make sure they're facing forward. Once you've made sure of that, begin to straighten your right knee. Hips come back, coming into a pyramid pose. Really press that left heel back toward the back of the mat. Walk your hands back. So get your arms in a position where they're really comfortable with the bend in the elbows, a slight bend. Then bend the elbows straight back. Drop your forehead toward your shin. Enjoy those hamstrings opening beneath you. Breathe into that. Walk your hands forward just a little, halfway. Come to the fingertips. Look at your front foot. Lift the toes off the ground. Dig the heel into the mat. Press the back of the right leg toward the floor, toward your mat. Okay, now round your back and drop your head. Release your head, drop your foot to the floor. That's your right foot. Walk your hands all the way forward. Look back at that. Oh, let's get the hips. Let's get the hip flexors. Drop the left knee, top of the left foot. Walk your hands back again. Lift your torso and press forward. It really feels good to get the hip flexors. I mean, when do we have a chance during the day to get those, right? Ah, release. Okay, now curl those back toes, lift the knees. Now set it up for warrior. So get your feet and your legs in a position that feels good, feels like it's going to work. Come up and see if it does. And if it doesn't, change foot positions. All right, hips are facing forward. Squeeze the left butt cheek. Oh, drop the hips a bit. Yeah, nice. Soften the torso. Bring your arms out to the sides. Okay, we're going to do eagle arms. So
The left comes under the right, left arm under the right. Palm to palm or top of hand to top of hand. Keep the shoulders low. Keep the elbows about shoulder height or so. Now press the arms into one another. Feel that opening. Now press off that back foot and come forward with the torso. For those of you who want to go deep, drop deep. Lift up again. Hold it. Keep the arm position. Okay, if you want to, you can put a little bend in the back leg, just enough to tuck your pelvis forward a bit, because we're going to do a back bend. Lift the elbows a bit. Some more. Now lift the chest. And release. Arms open to the sides. All right, so arms are like that, all the way to the side. All right, arms open to the sides. Bring them forward as you reach forward toward your arms. Drop the right arm into the right leg. Reach forward some more with the left. Open it to the ceiling. Okay, bent knee triangle. And then you know what you can do here. Those of you who like to bind can put a bind in this. Release the bind. For everyone, bring that left ear arm over the left ear. Reach. Pull the navel back. Reach some more. You can do it. Now experience the left side of your body. It is wide open from the fingertips to the edge of your foot. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Turn the left palm behind you. Bring that arm back. Bend the elbow. Take the back of the hand or arm to your back body. Look out at your right fingertip. Middle. Rotate the right palm up. A bound reverse warrior. Bring it up and over. Feel your right rib cage open. Press into the right foot. Feel the back foot as well. Back to warrior two. Turn your right foot toward the left side of your mat. So now you're facing the edge of your mat and you're ready for an inversion. Come on down. Hinge from the hips, everyone. All right, really enjoying the release of this inversion. This is a biggie. So here you get the benefits of a headstand without the risks of neck injury, right? Except you don't have your legs up, but you can always do that in other ways. You can even lay against a wall with your legs up. But here you get that torso inversion. Palms under your head, straighten your arms, lift your belly. Walk your palms forward. Wide dog here, press back. When you come back, soften the elbows, space between your shoulder blades, drop your head. Glide forward. Walk back. All right. Look at the right foot, spin it toward the front of the mat. And the left toes come in about 45. Walk it forward with your hands. Spin those back toes so that they're facing the front of your mat. Okay, we're back in a lunge pose. All right, now walk. Well, okay, we're going to move into pigeon, everyone. So if you do it on your back,
You can go on your back now. For the rest of you, walk your foot to the left side of your mat, drop your knee toward the other side of your mat, press that left leg straight back, and come on down. Oh. And lifting up, swinging your left leg forward, right knee stays bent to the side. Okay, sole of the right foot into your left inner thigh. Okay, so left leg, check it out, coming straight out of the hip, right knee, press it down. All right, straighten your back, fingertips to the floor, soften your shoulders. All right, so now that left leg is just like, the hips stay where they are. You just come forward a little bit with the body. Now, just drag that left heel back. It brings the left hip back just a little bit. And then come on down. Over your left leg. Press that right knee out to the side. Breathe here once you're facing your leg. Soften up. And lifting from here, swinging that left leg behind you. Palms are under your shoulders again. Curl the left toes, lift the knee, squeeze the left butt cheek. Now press into the hands, lift the shoulders, lift the belly, lift the right leg back. All right. Plank pose here. Press those heels back. Use the energy of the legs to keep you nice and straight and lifted. Tuck the belly up toward the spine. All right. Press deep into the hands as if you're lifting the shoulder joints off the upper arm bones. Using the shoulder and the chest a lot here. Now, if this is too much for you, you can bring your knees to the ground. And lift your hips, walk your feet forward, down dog again. All right, so you can walk your dog, bending one knee and the other. You can also rock your hip side to side, press back, press back. Take that chest way back there toward the thighs. Soften the back of your neck. All right, tippy toes. Come onto the tippy toes as high as you can, opening the tops of the feet, metatarsal joints. Lift your belly, bend your knees, hover them over the mat. Look at the front edge of your mat, press deeply into the hands. Lift your shoulders up away from your arm bones. All right, back up, down dog again. Right foot comes in a bit, left leg sweeps up. That heel is flexed, the leg is long. Press your chest back towards your right leg. Here we go, little pulses with the heel to the ceiling. Feel it in the glutes. Nice. Lift it a little higher. Open those hips to the left. Straighten that leg again. Lift the ankle. Listen up. Notice how, as you've turned, you've put more weight into the right arm and right shoulder.
Push into the right hand, lift the right shoulder away from the arm bones. That's it. Keep that. Here we go. Pulse. Yeah, you just keep pressing down and away from the right hand. Press the right hand down and lift away from it. All right, lift it a little higher. Bend the knee. Let the foot fall back. Lift the knee. Circle the foot. Reverse. Straighten that leg, turn those hips to face your mat again. Look toward the front of your mat. Left foot sweeps forward between your hands. Take some time to set up. All right, shimmy those toes back. You're nice and wide. Press into that left foot. Draw the right heel back toward the mat to open those calf muscles. Okay, now begin to straighten the left knee. Walk the hands back as the hips are drawn back. Fingertips facing forward. Shoulders are nice and relaxed. Bend the elbows back. Now you feel the opening of the hamstrings beneath your torso. Give those hamstrings some breath. Bend the left knee. Walk your hands just, oh, no, don't bend them. No, don't bend. I'm lying. Take your hands forward just a little bit. Lift the toes off the ground. Those are the left toes. Dig the left heel. Press the back of the left leg toward the mat. There it is. Now round your back and drop your head into your shin. So it's just a slightly rounded back. Come forward as you drop your left foot into the mat again. All right, let's get the the hip flexors. So shimmy those right toes back. Make sure they're way, 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 way back there. Now drop the right knee, top of the right foot. Walk your fingertips back. Lift your torso and press your hips forward. Oh yeah, oh yeah, right hip flexor, feel it. And release. Curl the back toes, lift the knee. Set up for a warrior foundation. Remember, feet are on different tracks, not the same one. Once you come up, find warrior one. Okay, we're going to do eagle arms again, but this time the right arm wraps under the left, tops of the hands together or the hands. Drop the shoulders, lift the elbows. Press the arms together. Keep that back leg really strong. Press into the outer edge of that back foot. You're going to need that to come forward with this. And maybe even drop low in this. It's up to you. And pick yourself up again slowly. You can bend that back knee a little bit to scoop the hips forward, releasing the lower back here. Remember, we're growing from the lower back. We're not bending it. Lifting the elbows and the chest toward the ceiling to back bend. And release. Release the arms to the sides. Bring them forward. Reach forward. Take the torso there too. Drop the left arm. Press that leg into the arm. Reach the right arm to the ceiling to turn your body. Remember binders. Here's your opportunity to bind it up. Right arm or both. Release the bind. Intense side stretch as the arm comes over your ear. Cartwheel up to warrior two. All right, just kind of settle into your warrior two here, feel it. Taking those fingertips, drawing them away from the heart in either direction. Turn the right palm back, pinky forward. There's your tricep. Bring the right arm back, bend the elbow, bind. All right, rotate the left palm to the ceiling, scoop it up and overhead. Back to warrior two. Swing the arms forward. Bring them forward. Reach forward again, come down. All right, lift that back heel, turn those right toes forward, walk your left foot to the right side of your mat. If you're a back pigeon person, flip it over. Level the hips before you drop down. And releasing, swinging your right leg forward. Okay, line it up from the hip. And then the left knee to the side. Fingertips to the ground, straighten the torso. Have it facing forward. Flex your right heel. Bring the torso forward just a little bit. And then drag that right heel back and the right hip. And now fold over right down onto that right leg. Find your breath here. Ooh, we can even do it here. Here we go. Next inhale. Here we go. Nose, belly, chest. Nose, belly, chest. And lift it up. Take that right leg back. Palms under your shoulders. Lift it up. Send the left leg back. Walk it to the center of your mat. All right. Take your feet about hip distance apart. Push your butt back. Let your belly drop between your thighs or close to them. Drop your head. Let your arms go wherever. It doesn't matter. Just in a nice place for your shoulders and your neck. Swing your arms back, lift up. We're going to waterfall. Inhale, exhale through the mouth. Inhale, through the mouth. Three more. Two more. Last one. We're going to stay down after this. All right. All right. Whatever feels good. Get your feet about hip distance. Little more, a little less, whatever feels okay. Bend your elbows, clasp opposite elbows with hands. Let those arm bones drop closer to the mat. Head released. And little swinging side to side here. And back to center, drop the arms, slowly roll up. When you're at the top, Tadasana. All right, if you're able to close your eyes here, close your eyes. If not, find a drishti on the floor in front of you, somewhere where you can just set a really easy gaze. Now, soften that tailbone. Let the hips slightly scoop, the pelvis slightly scoop forward. Draw the navel back. Okay, lift your shoulders toward your ears just a bit. Now send them behind. Feel the shoulder blades squeeze, drop them. Chin is on top of a tabletop. Slide it back toward your neck. Drop it just a little bit. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Arms up and overhead. Namaste Mudra over your crown. Take it to your heart. Press your thumbs into your heart center. Drop your elbows. Drop your forehead towards your fingertips. Feel that, feel that. And release to the floor. Okay, on our backs, we're going to do a little bit of core here. Oh, I better pull back. My mat tends to move. Here we go. All right, all the way on your back, full body stretch here. Oh, yeah, just a nice full body stretch. Bring your right knee in, clasp the shin, press it down toward the torso. Dig those elbows in close to your body. Send the shoulders away from your ears. Take the chin to your chest. There's a long back for you. Breathing here. Flex the left heel. Bring it up to the ceiling. Down to the left side, not quite as close as you can get. Swing it to the bottom of your mat again, bring it down. Change legs. Left knee comes up, clasp the shin, press it down, squeeze in with the elbows, down with the shoulders, chin to the chest. There we go. Flex that right heel for a long right leg. Deep belly breaths. Send the right leg up to the ceiling, to the side, and to the bottom of your mat. Drop it down. Lift your face and your chest toward the ceiling. Lift your right leg off a little bit. Switch legs. If you need to put your hands, make that little, basket for the back of your head, do so. Or grab the shins to get more stretch as that knee comes up toward the chest. All right, both knees to the chest. Now the hands behind your head, elbows to the sides. Draw the navel down, send both legs straight out. Now bring them in, chest comes up, straight out. So remember, even though the chest comes up, face looks up toward the ceiling. We got to protect our neck. We don't want to flail our head forward. Yeah, so just in and out with the legs. Exhale when you crunch, when those legs come in. And pulse at the top. And even when you're pulsing, the face and the chest straight up to the ceiling, straight up. Hold it here, straighten the right leg, lift your torso, turn it toward the left leg. Pulse, pulse, pulse. They're just little pulses, small and controlled. Pulse, switch legs. Lift up and turn with the torso. Pulse, 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 pulse. Open up to the ceiling, one leg and then the other. Bicycle without the turn. And one more. Knees to the chest, squeeze. Bring it all down. Feet come down, knees are bent, head comes down. Arms are open into a T position. Wiggle the chin into your chest right here. All right, take your feet to the edges of your mat, knees turn in, drop them into one another, pull your navel down, flatten your lower back to the mat. Now soften your shoulders. You're going to feel that in the thighs. Draw the navel down, 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 and release. Bring the knees over your hips, cross your right leg over the left. All right, here we go. Legs fall to the left side slowly. All right, spinal rotation. Check out the left shoulder if you're pressing into it. Release. All right, here comes the inhale. Ready? Nose, belly, chest. Does that feel weird in this because you're turned? Nose, belly, chest. See, you just press it through. You press the breath all the way through. It's so easy when your body is putting these different shapes to, not do a deep belly breath, but get it shallow. Press it all the way to the pit of the belly. Yeah, just work that breath through this resistance. Squeeze the legs together, bring the belly back, bring the legs to center, uncross, side to side, chin to the chest, walk your hips to the bottom of your mat. All right, getting that spine long and straight again so we can twist to the right side. Bend your knees, left leg over the right. Slowly bring the legs down. And once those legs drop, soften the right shoulder. Nose, belly, chest. It's so weird here, right? Because your belly is turned off to the side. Your chest is turned kind of toward the other side. All right, feel that spinal rotation. Nothing like a good spinal rotation. All right, pull the navel back, squeeze the legs together, bring the legs back to center and uncross them. All right, circling lower back, crossing at the ankles, coming up and over, flipping it so that your front body is facing your mat now. And this nice crocodile restorative pose. So palms are stacked, head rests over the top, hand and feet are toed in, everyone. Feet are toed in. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it here. Okay, ready? Next inhale. Nose, belly, chest. It's fun to do it here because everything presses into the floor. All right, getting up to Sphinx pose. Elbows are dropped under your shoulders. Hands, arms in an 11 position. Check it out. All right, now separate your legs about hip distance. Feet are toed in. Press deeply into your hands and into those places where your lower arms are touching your mat. Deeply, deeply, deeply. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? It's a shoulder and a lower back strengthener. Now press some more. Now press your heart forward. Now we're getting more of the back. Press your heart forward. Feel that climb up the spine. Yeah, that nice toning. And soften your head, release. Feel the spine relax. Feel the lower back release. Again, looking forward, pressing into the hands, the arms. Now press the chest forward. And then it's like you're drawing the arms and the hands back as you press the heart forward, lifting the heart. There it is. There it is. Oh, release and soften. All right, coming down. Palms, chest level. You can bring your legs in closer if you want to. We're prepping here for cobra pose. Lift your pubic bone, round it to the belly, place it back into your mat. Here we go. Remember, everyone, press into the hands as little as possible. Recruit those back muscles to do the work here. All right. See, we're working against gravity. We're lifting slowly, peeling your front body off your mat. Keep those elbows drawn in toward your body. Back benders can go higher. Now you're going to need to use those arms and press into the hands. And slowly come down again. Feel the front body. Make contact with the mat bit by bit by bit. Yeah, feel that whole process. And kiss your forehead to your mat. Come up. Here we go. Now we lift it bit by bit, inch by inch. It's really a slow hypnotic move. And then if you want to twist it at the top tonight, go for it. And coming back down again, awareness. Where does the front body meet the mat? Right at the edge there, right at the edge. Follow it, follow it. All right, forehead to the mat, and then you turn your head to the side, take your arms out, flip your palms up. You can separate your legs here. Slowly turning your head to the other side. Bringing your head back to center, palms chest level. Push yourself up for table pose. Once you get into a nice table pose, curl your tail under a bit, make space in the lower back, and then press back into child's pose nice and slowly.
All right. And then flip it over for Shavasana. Once you're flipped over, really open it up. All right. If you need to grab a pillow, a blanket, you're at home, you've got the luxury of doing that. All right. All right. Go to the nostrils and experience your breath there. The coolness of the inhales and the warmth of the exhales at your nostrils. Just keep your focus there. Okay, and as you all know, if your mind wanders, that's natural, no big deal. Just kind of notice that thought, go back to the breath, back to the nostrils. So, the thoughts are just a form, right? They're like a form of energy. So, just kind of let that form float by. Just notice it and let it go. Okay. You're so nice and relaxed now after practice. And also you've all done Shavasana so many times that you know what I'm talking about. You don't hook onto it. You don't connect with that thought form and make it more than it is, right? You just notice it and let it go. It's not a big deal. A lot of thoughts floating around. But this is your time to be here in this moment. And then this moment. And now this moment. Very peaceful. When you're right in the moment where you need to be, everything's just right here. So stay with that peace, stay with that relaxation. Just feel the back of your body melt into the floor, into the mat, down toward the earth. All right, let's go to the inhales again. Right here with everything wide open, facing upward. Nose, belly, just release. Nose, belly, just release. Your breath, your anchor to the here and to the now. The best place to be. No fantasies, no past, no future. Those really aren't real and now. What you have is this moment, and this moment. Unfolding. Be with your breath within your body. Notice how the mind naturally settles when you're there. And when you travel to the past or to the future, that's okay. That's what the mind does. Don't be hard on yourself. Just bring it back to now. Bring it back to this breath and this moment. Bring awareness to your heart center. Feel as if you're taking the breath in from the heart center, filling the heart, opening the heart, unlocking it. And when you exhale, the prana just moves through it. Big and open and warm at the heart center. Feel that. All right, and that love energy, just let it radiate beyond your skin, out into the world. And when you get that big with the heart, you get to breathe in good energy from all over into your heart, beyond yourself. Just connect with that. And if you'd like to put an intention, a prayer, or a sankalpa in your practice tonight, you can do that now. And with your next exhale, let that go. And find your breath. Beginning your transition. When you're ready, roll to your right side. And then slowly bring yourself to seated pose. Bring your arms out to the sides. Palms are up, shining. Inhale. There's that mudra overhead. Bring it to your heart. Namaste. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend. See you next week.
Thank you.